Oh, I did the thing again. Hello. Greetings, my favorite people. I have done the thing again, and as by doing the thing again, I mean I restarted my computer and didn't reattach my Twitch account to OBS. You might be asking yourself, but Zibb, shouldn't Twitch remain attached to your OBS even after you restart? Yes, it should. It really should. Doesn't do that when I ask it to, but yeah. So give me a moment. So let me get my chat. The Black Box, good to see you, as per the usual. I do so love it when my chat doesn't, or when my shit doesn't stay connected. That's my favorite bit. My favorite bit about the whole thing. Love it. Fine. Fine. It's fine. All right. And art. Good. Forts and crits. I do so love how my testing little doodah continues to mess with me even outside. Love that. My favorite thing. So, hello! How is everyone's Wednesday treating them? Mine is treating me, it was treating me fine until I started streaming. Now it's treating me like I am the stepbrother that nobody wanted to show up. Ha-ha! It's always that way. It's always that way. Everyone loves it. I've had my fill of chicken, and I've had my fill of this program. But unfortunately, the program isn't going to happen. Oven-baked s'mores. Ooh. That sounds nice. I like that idea. I believe we are going to be getting into some battle today. Battle is definitely what we like to do here. Baby and Zibb, fun hour. You ever wash your hands and then suddenly you still have either soda or something on like the inside of one of your fingers? You're trying to like draw or write, and then it's like it's not gonna do it. No, that's pretty much a uniquely Zibb problem. That's always fun for me. There's stuff everywhere. It's like being on heroin, except without the fun part. God. Oh, I could really use like a wet wipe or a wet nap or something. Oh, you know what? I have those. I do have those. Give me a second. Oh, course, I have to do the dog check. Dog around the chair, and there is none. Yeah, un momento. Okay, honesty time. So, the wet wipes that I had were literally right next to the sink. And I was like, I haven't opened the wet wipes yet. And, sink's right there. So, long story short, I may not have used the wet wipes, and in fact, may have just used soap and water. So, may have just washed my hands in general. Oh, yeah, there's that. Hey, Gray! Enjoy your lurk, sir. You know what? You lurk, and you get your rest and do what you need to do. Unlike Black Fox, I refuse to judge you. I refuse to judge you. Nah, man, you do what you gotta do, my good friend. You do what you gotta do. I will be here drawing a shapely Hiroko leg, being gripped unceremoniously by a Horsebarian of unknown origin and intent. Could this be the beginning of a courtship ritual? Or could this be the beginning of Mortal Kombat? We don't know! We just don't know! We just don't know! Little pain lines kind of indicate that it's probably the latter of the two. But, you know, it could... Hiroko's weird. We all know she's weird. We all know she's super weird. Doing okay, Gray. I know you gotta get some rest before work, so don't let me keep you up, man. I guess I don't know what I expected when I put in slam. Okay.
So dance if you wanna go ahead. We can do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz.
It's a
Whatever
two-hand
like is, we gon' flow with this head. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we gon'
Overhand
chill
slam.
today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know.
Overhand. Ooh, overhand blow. Oh man, 2 spam bots that early, that quickly in succession? That's crazy. I'm really starting to make it. We're really on our way. Oh, axe. That'll axe.
But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. Yeah.
It's really more the prop than anything. Hey, Garen! Thanks for subscribing. Resubscribe for 12 months. A whole year of Garen. That's worth some applause. Thank you for being there for a whole year, Garen. Going up in the world. I got two bots and 1 Garen. Ow, don't charge for your weapon poses. Come on. No. Let's see. Or mining? Looking for that. I'm looking for that swing. I'm looking for that golf swing, I guess. Chopping wood would also. Miner would also. Glad you never post anything that should be deleted by a moderator. Ah, yes. If we ever had moderators, and we will probably never have moderators. I mean, that's probably... You know, in super zoomed out form, this did not look like chopping wood. So hopefully this will look like chopping wood. Yes, that is a massage pose. It is a massage pose for a later piece. Guarantee you. Yes. Flat plane, I need it to move. I need you to be smaller. Yay! Now you're smaller. Very much easier for me to use. That really does not look like chopping. Still not helping. shoulder needs to move back a bit. It's a bit too far forward. Here. Here we are. Hey, elbow, you can bend too, you know. Elbow? Elbow, I'm quite tired of this game. Shut up. Shut up. There's certain the born, I think. Where's Minnie? Having a field day. You gonna watch the VOD? Ah, why wasn't I?
Baseball, baseball.
Oh man, classic never sleeping once in a game where you have a friend that eats meat. Man, we've all been there. Classic. Classic blunder, Black Box. Classic blunder. I keep hearing about Pal World, and like the more I don't play that game, the more I'm glad I don't, because it's like, what the hell is that game sometimes? I get so confused. Like, yeah, it's like Pokemon, but some of them have guns, and like some of them eat dreams. Okay. Huh? Hi, I'm Zibb, and you are? great, still fun, it's different things, just good enough to hold in. It's McDonald's combo meal game. The folks over at the Lovers Lab forums are sure that they call it a lot of fun. I'm afraid to ask. Here's a digital caliper reading of how far I'm gonna go with that. It's 5.3. Am I quiet? That seems not right. I was pointed away from the microphone for a moment, but the microphone is literally about one Welker away from me. Here is my digital caliper again. That's still, I think, 5.3. Yeah. Still 5.3. Yeah. Oh, I see. There we go. Not sure why the music was that high. There we go. I have rectified the situation. The situation has been rectified. Rectified, damn near kildified. Oh, trust me, it has nothing to do with my, it's nothing, shut up! You're the, yo, you know, you shut up! Hang on, Garrett, yo, hang on. This is my trophy. This is the trophy that I got because of how great I am. This is the number I am. Yeah, number one. For lots of reasons. Shut up. Stupid. It's a stupid thing anyway. Dumbass caliper. Shut up. You don't know. Stupid evolved prick. The only see, there's Roscoe. He's great. He gets the trophy. He's number one. Number one, Roscoe. He's right there. Number one. Diddy. Everyone claps for Roscoe. He's number one. I can't. Every time I still have to put it together. I'll probably do it on stream at some point. I see the model kit that I got a while ago. I always think of the Egoraptor cartoon with the Bulbasaur. I always think of stupid evolved prick. What do you even do? Dang it, you thunder smashed. Ah, my knee. Poke awesome. That was good stuff.
knew I could do.
Yep. Yep. This is why I couldn't be a Pokemon. But it wouldn't stop people from, I'd be walking around, just be like, doop 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 doop. Probably just like hanging out with like my GBA in the woods, just like da 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 da. Ah shit, is that a Lone Star tick? God damn it. And someone would be just like, it's gotta be some kind of Pokemon! They throw a ball at me and be like, god damn it, ow! Fuck! Ah! Right in the head. Jesus Christ, you kids are laser scoped on that. God! It's too strong for my Super Ball! We gotta weaken it somehow! Fucking Ghastly, use Lick! Oh, no. I am not drunk enough for that. You kids stay away from me with your fucking Ghastlies and your whatever it is. Although, if you got a Squirtle over there, I had some fucking bok choy that got everywhere, so I could really use a spritz. Squirtle.
If you kids have a Squirtle over there, that'd be great. I had some bok choy that got everywhere. Hello? Where's everyone going?
That would also be my problem. I would probably be the Riolu with the really thick glasses. Oh, God. Blastoise, use Hydro Pump! Blastoise!
Oh, sweet Jesus! Oh, the skin! Oh, it's coming off of my bones! Oh, it's everywhere! Oh!
I'm looking at this section here. I'm just looking at this little section here. I'm just like this little grab. Huh? I'm just thinking, just like, this is kind of hot. Oh, I'm gonna destroy her. And not in the way that she thinks. Wham!
Squirtle!
Squirtle, use water gun! Use it better! Use it in a more concentrated volume than that, Squirtle. It's good. You're gonna need to kill this thing, please. We're gonna die, aren't we?
Squirtle!
You're not the Squirtle with the cool glasses. You're just the regular Squirtle. We're doomed. What does my fat ass sound like? Fucking Lupin. Lupin would not have been a good Pokemon trainer. Pikachu, go get snacks. Ooh, that's what I'll do. Copy that, floppy. Haste and waste. Move and abuse.
Ow, my spleen.
Age-related work conversation. Friday night funkin' came up. Coworker telling me who Pico was, asked if I'd heard Newground. My Newground's keychain older than you. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Now you could easily have given him one of those. Do not quote the old magic to me, which I was there when it was written. But then he would have been like, what? And you would have been just like, come on, Jesus allegory lion? Jesus allegory lion. And then they would have been like, blink, blink. And then you would have been just like, don't say blink, blink, just blink at me. And they would have been like, blink, blink. And then they would have actually like blunk at you. And then you would have been just like, come on, ride me. And then they would have taken you to HR. But you would have had the upper ground on that one. Oh, okay. I was hoping that you were berating the young people, but I understand at some point you do need to encourage them. I get it. It's like, it was to demonstrate understanding. It's just like, that's right, buddy. Newgrounds. All right. Did you type that into a browser or did you go to Google? No judgment. That's okay. It doesn't matter how we get there. All paths lead to Newgrounds. You know what? You earned it. Why don't you go to the snack fridge? You get yourself some push-ups or you get yourself some fruit snacks. Yeah, my treat, buddy. And then the minute he leaves, you're just like, Darren's going to the fruit snacks drawer, and he's unsupervised. Oh, man. I like how this page is turning out. It's turning out to be pretty cool. Kind of makes me wish I released more than once a week. You guys like my song? It was really good. Everything was really flowing and had good meter. You like your coworkers, though. Many are fans of AVGN, so they've seen the history lessons on the trenches you fought in. Yeah, okay, it's fair. I like my coworkers, too. We don't really talk much about video games. One of them does. I was wearing a Persona 5 shirt once that he saw under my hoodie. And he was like, oh, dude, is that Persona 5? I'm just like, you're taller than me, so yes, it is. It's pretty good. We talked about Persona for a bit. Big stretch. The kobold is stretching. Unprompted! Oh my god! It's incredible! You had a coworker who spent 4 years in Japan teaching English? Oh man, that's awesome. I've heard that could be a pretty cool job, depending on how good you are at English in America or other English-speaking countries, because there are other countries that speak English. Oh man, yeah, I would imagine. In Japan, you would develop a permanent slouch. Oh my goodness, we're stretching. Ah, better, better. All right, let's detail Hiroko get completely thrashed. Spoke fondly of the drinking culture and having school children awaken him from the unfamiliar shrubbery he accidentally spent the night in. Ha! When I was in Australia, I had a coworker who was very new to the company. We had a new guy. We had this new guy with us at a company function, and they're very, 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 very into their booze there. And of course, he got drunk, and he said something. I don't know exactly what was said, but I don't know. He either defended the company and said something like out of line or something along those lines. But he'd been with the company maybe like a month and a half, 2 months, and they fired him like on the spot. And I think like the discourse in like the company was generally just like, you got him drunk, and this happened, and like you're the ones who got him, like you're the ones who fired him essentially because of this. And it's like this was one of the like the kind of the sticking points that a lot of us had was just like, look, if you're gonna get people drunk at these things, you need to take accountability for this shit, because like it's ridiculous that you would do this. Like unless he started, some like weird like World War III bullshit, you really need to not do this. And it was just ludicrous. Really nice kid, talented coder too. And it was just like, ugh. Another one of those things where it's like the CEO is just like, I'll handle this, and it's just like, you're bad at everything. Stop doing this shit. Full of himself, piece of. Ugh. I have opinions. Giant marshmallows are not good for oven s'mores, I would imagine. Hope those didn't turn out too badly. Either that or you have a new pillow. Huh? Huh? What? Oh, was there an unfortunate word placement on the Discord? I don't see it, bud. I think you're okay. I don't see anything. Maybe I'm just blind as shit, but I don't see anything. No, I know what word it could have been, but I don't see it here, bud. It must have gotten auto-modded or something, because I don't see anything. I think you're okay. No N-bombs were dropped. I would double check if you're in any other streams. I've known Black Box long enough to know that that's not something that he would just regularly drop in the chat. I've known Black Box's spelling long enough to know that's something that he wouldn't just drop randomly in the chat. If he did, he wouldn't be here. Yeah. I don't tolerate that bullshit anywhere and not here. Anywhere. Anywhere and here. How strict is your discrimination policy? Wow, that would make me blank. Like, explain. As you would to a child. Wow. Wow. Wow, no, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Man. Always nice when they point themselves out, though. It's like, oh, wow, it seems like a really great candidate. Ah, there we go. Pocket racist. Pocket racist. Seems like such a great guy, pocket racist. And you just don't know why. Can't keep a job. Acts like a slob. Ah, turns out he's a pocket racist. What do you mean pocket racist for? Keeps that racism tucked away in his pocket till the right time, and then kablama! Well, thank you for your time. That's great. Don't forget your hood on the way out. Give my regards to the Grand Dragon. Or wizard, or whatever it is you fucking retards worship. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Have a great day. Have great cancer. I'm sorry, that just slipped out. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. What is it from the producers? Gentlemen, may I take your hats, your coats, and your swastikas? Oh, yeah. We just came from the rally. Yeah, there was one feature from Red Dead Redemption that sold the game for me. And that was when Arthur was wandering around and he randomly stumbled upon a circle of Ku Klux Klan members around a burning cross. And he lobbed a Molotov in the midst of them and killed them all. I was just like, game of the year, all years. Please, let me buy this game multiple times, please. Like, gaming masterpiece. How do I buy multiple copies? There are many moments in this life and what I assume would be the next that I would just love to be there. Maybe a cloud, maybe a passing bird, just to listen to whatever stands for St. Peter. Just to be like, and how did you die, me boy? Well, I was just in the field next to the Grand Dragon, and that darn cross done fell on me. Yes, we all saw. 'Twas a fine thing that happened. The cross actually, it's over there. I don't know why St. Peter's Irish in this situation. Yeah, lauded it is. Yeah, a hero. Man. I don't think, especially for this stream, I don't think it's very controversial to say fuck the Klan and fuck Nazis. I think I think it's pretty good. You know, we have a great dragon in the Bible too. You're gonna meet him. Insatiable, that one. You mean he's gonna eat me? You'll wish he did, lad. You'll wish he did. Different kind of insatiable, lad. Well. I promised myself no theology. Social commentary, though. I do have to laugh. This little panel here is reminding me of the scene in, I think it's Conan the Destroyer, where he gets picked up and whirled around, but someone has taken that clip and switched it over so it's Rose from Titanic that's spinning him around. Oh, Minnie, you absolutely missed. I hope you watch the VOD. We just had an amazing conversation. We had an amazing conversation that can basically be summarized in fuck the KKK and a dragon is going to eat/rape KKK members. Probably one of the most amazing moments on this stream. I mean, it really is. And all thanks in part to Garen. I've got to say thanks, Garen. Thanks for your story. Thanks for your interview. Pretty great. You know, when I say it like that, actually, it sounds terrible. So hang on. Garen did an interview. No, Garen was talking about interviewing somebody for a position, and they were asking about their discrimination policy. And he was like, what do you mean? And he had said, oh, I got in trouble for saying Merry Christmas to somebody. He's like, no. That's not what you're asking. Yeah, Black Fox almost hit the Armageddon button with the old N-bomb. So it's when you're not here, Minnie, there is rampant chaos. There's the dead rising from the grave, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. No. I'm just saying things got a little too exciting and we're glad you're here. That's what I'm saying. Is that right? I think it's... We're scared. We need you here. Please stay. Also, I believe I did make the comment earlier that I was laughing because actually I'll bump the opacity up there, but I literally made the comment like, I can't believe Minnie isn't here for a page that is literally like, hiya, grab, oh crap, uh-oh, this is kind of hot. I'm gonna destroy this girl, and not in the way that she wants me to. Wham! Meanwhile, in the discordant dribblings of Mina. This is some kind of boss fight going on over here. And it's over. I mean, yeah.
Time to shine and I'm down around. I'm gonna drive until the break of dawn, rounding out. I'm on a mission, riding out whatever it is I gotta do, riding out until the day I meet you. I'm riding out. I look up in the skies, asking out a why, but never let it faze me. I'm keeping good vibes when I'm on the road. Watch out for all surprises. What it provides is good and bad, but nothing ties.
Another wonder in the night. Let me paint the view. Color time with my light. For every moment shared with you, not out in the day. And never fully gone. Going to be back again. Until the coming over down.
For the days ahead of us, put your hands up, wave it side to side for good luck. For the nights like this, put your hands up, love the moment even from dusk. Yo, you always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night. Two hands meet at zenith. Nothing comes between us. Dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight all night long. How these plain and simple scenes get painted so vividly by you. I just wanna stay with
And the
you.
world is slowly dance. Whenever our eyes meet, the more you leave me in a trance. It means everything to me looking down below. The one I seek to find, no matter where you might go. Remember you'll be on my mind.
Always watching over me, somehow you make me feel invisible. Power to my soul, yeah. I'm not easy things that used to bother me, cause your existence just lights me up, yeah. You always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night.
He also had interviewed someone. They saw the job description when they applied. During the interview, saw the work during the tour. Again, saw the description when recruiting gave the job offer. Never showed up because they thought it would be work from home. Physically handling patients. Not only could you not do that from home, they were mostly fecal Zibb. Oh, man. I mean, it would be both an OSHA and a HIPAA nightmare. Like, hey, yeah, Dr. Lloyd, I was just calling to see if you guys had gotten the results from the lab yet. Oh, I'm sorry. We actually haven't gotten those samples back from Dave yet. Dave? Who is Dave? Who is Dave supposed to be? Dave, well, hang on, let me see here. Okay, so okay, yeah, Dave, Dave is one of the guys that is testing your sample. Okay, like at a lab, no, at his house. What do you at his house? Yes, over in Newport. It's a nice it's I think it's like 1,200 square foot, 2 stories. It's like 2.5 bath. It's a nice house. I think he does the testing in the basement bathroom. I think it's in the let me check with Joyce. She did the phone work on that one. Joyce, do we know anything about Dave? Hang on a second. You don't have carpet in your home, do you? Oh God. Carpeted bathrooms. Ooh, it's so 90s in here. Doctor, why is Dave handling my poop in his house? Because it's work from home. Because it's a brave new world of work. Oh, God. And they're just like, oh, God. Oh, God. Just the, hey, Dave. Yeah. I can jump on a call real quick. What's up? What's going on? I dropped samples in my bathroom. Oh no. Okay. That's okay. That's all right. We have a procedure for that. That's okay. Like how many did you drop? Was that like 2 or 3? I dropped a box of 50. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of samples to drop. Why were you carrying 50 samples? I thought I could do more. Let's turn on the vent fan. My house was built in 1974. I don't have vent fans. Why doesn't your bathroom have vent fans? They just thought Good Vibes would take care of it. Oh. My house was built before Tyvek was invented. It's held together with mold. Everyone smoked. They couldn't smell anything. Oh, God. Oh, man. Ooh-wee. Tomorrow on the Fabian Zibb Homeowner Fun Hour. All the carpets are avocado green and harvest gold. Oh, 4-inch deep pile. Ah! You could lose your car keys in there. You could lose your car in there. Oh, man. We've occasionally worked with fur that is in the neighborhood of 2 to 3-inch pile, and man, like there is no finding shit sometimes. Like you'll drop something or you'll be working with it and like you can't see the seam. Like the seam is just gone. Smell of a carpeted bathroom still haunts you. Oh man, Black Box is probably still too young for what is it? The fuzzy toilet seats, or I should say, the fuzzy toilet seat covers. Oh God. Grandma did all of her sewing in the living room, so the shag carpeting had hazards. The vacuum sounded like a maraca on her chair. Yeah. No, I've been there. Oh yeah, the fuzzy toilet seat cover. Yep. That was a classic. Heating was the oil burner unit the size of a K car in the living room. Had a rad-looking spiral flame inside it, though. I seem to have a partial memory of those. I feel like I remember them. You know, one of these days I should probably play Deltarune on stream. Chapter 5 just released, about 6 to 11 hours long. Yeah. And it does take me a long time to finish games, especially since I don't usually play games on stream for too long, usually just a couple hours. Keep me going for a while. And I think Toby was saying that the other chapters are kind of like on the way. But we'll see. We'll see. I've been purposely keeping myself like kind of away from Deltarune because I love that universe. Um, and I just want to experience it on my own time, without having to like wade through a bunch of other people's stuff. So. I think the other thing, and it's interesting because like I kind of I heard this from Hungry Goria, and I agree with it. I definitely think that the way that she uh, plays games is a good way of going about it. Her thing is whenever there's like a iterative game, she doesn't want to like jump immediately into it because like there's usually only so many parts or hours or whatever of a game, and she doesn't want to like run out of game. Like it sucks when there's no more of a game left. And I usually get very invested in some games that I get like super into, or media that I get super into. I remember when I went and saw Return of the King in theaters, and I was super excited. I loved it. I mean, I was into it. I was super like, I've probably said it a million times, but like, I thought they would lose. Like, I was convinced that the ring was going to fall into the hands of Sauron and that the Middle Earth was going to be doomed. And I wasn't even high, you know. I was just like, I'm going to watch all my favorite characters die in like this war, and it's going to be horrible. And then like, you know, they won, and I was spoilers, but you know, I was so into it. And then I'm listening to Annie Lennox sing this beautiful rendition of Into the West, and watching these gorgeous sketches of the characters go by. And in my mind, I had this horrible sadness just wash over me. I'm like, there's no more Lord of the Rings. That's it. It's over. Like, there's no more. And like, I cried in the theater because there's no more Lord of the Rings. And I just was so sad. And, you know, I got over it, obviously. I mean, I got therapy. But you know, that feeling of not having anything else to enjoy of a franchise or a series or anything like that, it sucks. And I guess I really want to just stretch that out as long as I can, to be able to stay in that universe as long as I can, I suppose. Yeah, and I can understand people making their own, you know, like forums and stuff like that. what gets me though is just like having that official, I say official, but having that made and crafted and cared for and just, I guess curated experience. I guess I'm a snob like that, I suppose, but um nah, it's just interesting to me to not have that. To not have that anymore just makes me sad, you know. It's like I'm gonna be sad when I'm done with Mouse PI because I love this world so much. It's so special to me. It's goofy, but it's dark and it's gritty and it's funny and weird and goofy. There's so much to it that I'm confused but love at the same time. That's not the tool I wanted.
Hey, boss, that's not the tool I wanted.
Meanwhile, in the bit-crushed nightmares of an NES compiler. Is there like a ruler going on? Oh, yeah, Bird Doctor got me super emotional. And that was just the experience of just watching doctors. Like, I think that game was very, I mean, it was a game and it wasn't, perfect 1-to-1, but it was a great representation of this is doctors doing what they do and having to deal with this bullshit while they're trying to save people's lives. I mean, that's the crux of what they're trying to do. It was hard to watch. Just, these people are bitching at them like, you're terrible at your jobs, and it's just like, I mean, it's not their fault that their financer or their fucking CFO is stealing from the hospital and fucking them over. And here they're trying to save everyone's lives. And then there they are in a burning hospital, saving everyone's lives and being the last people out, pushing people out of the hospital while it's still on fire. And then not done, taking those people to another location and continuing to treat them. No rest, Not all that dissimilar to how doctors are in the real world right now. No, I mean, there's a lot there. Your late stepdad was John Chappell. He was on WKRP Cincinnati and Aftermash. One of those almost made it Hollywood types. One of his friends was Bill Dial, producer for Sliders. Whoa, I loved Sliders. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I always feel like I'm the only person in the room that remembers Sliders. That's where Jerry O'Connell became relevant for 5 minutes. I bust his chops. I like Jerry. Unless he's suddenly become some kind of a monster. Hopefully he's not. Someone's just gonna show me a newspaper clipping. Jerry O'Connell, monster. Bill Dell talked about the first time he interacted with fans on the internet. Saw a forum dedicated to sliders, saw discussions about the meaning and producer's intent behind scenes. All wrong, of course. Bill Dell posted to weigh in, was insulted by the members. Ah, fuck that. Damn. So he messaged the loudest one directly, explaining that he was the producer. Got the reply, no you're not, F word, and decided to never talk to fans on the internet again. Don't blame him. I get it. That's a real shitty way to handle it. The fans, I mean. That's a really shitty way to... It's a shitty way to be. That sucks. And of course, this is like, what, 1999, 2000? So the internet's still at its, infancy. And everyone's still leaning really heavy on the, I could say every swear I want. Ugh. I mentioned I fucking hate people. It's like that cat. That Chuck Jones cartoon. I hate people. Then he goes to the moon, and the moon's all fucked up. And he's like, I love people. And it's like, no, man, stay on the moon. It's fucked up there, but at least there's no people. I swear to God, that made sense in my head. It is why I hang out with animal people. You're absolutely goddamn right. That really sucks. Like, ugh. I don't know, man. Like I said, and here I am behind a cartoon kobold, and a goofy name, but it's like, it's so frustrating, the way people act. Oh, man! Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park, and your stepdad is briefly seen as Sneed, the head of amusement park security. That's rad! I love that for you! And for him! That's great! Oh, man! I was once briefly considered for a video on, oh, man. F's in the chat, man. I respect, man. That would have been great. That would have been really great to show him. All I was going to say is I was once briefly in a company security video about insider trading. I was the corrupt business guy that asked to go to the bathroom while keeping important documents on the table, very obviously, tapping them and then saying, right, so the bathroom is down the hall and to the left. Gotcha. I'll just be a few minutes. I claimed fame. Yep. Never went anywhere. And then I was on a Kickstarter. I was a voice on a Kickstarter once. God, I don't think that went anywhere either. I was doing the voiceover for a voice assistant, and that was my first paid voiceover gig. And then they wanted me to do more, and I was like, "That's great. This is taking a lot of time. Can we renegotiate the amount?" And they said, "Nope, we'll get somebody from the community to do it." I was like, "Cool." I was like, "All right." I mean, I was working a full-time job at the time, and I was like, "Man, this is taking time out of my full-time job." So, and that is the last paid voice work I ever did. And that was. Can anyone guess when that was? I have 2013. Do I have any other years? 2013. Abiotic factor? But I'm biotic!
I couldn't possibly be an abiotic voice.
I have 2013. Do I have 2014? Do I have 2014? 2014 coming on here. Coming on once for 2013. Do I have 2013? 2014? Do I have 2014? 2013 and a half. Do I have 2013 and a half? I will say this, 2013 is not correct. Yeah, well, I'm also being vague because I don't need people hunting it down. Now I need to look it up and see if it actually did anything. Farfair. Black Fox, are you actually just a Pokemon? I think you're just a Pokemon, or you're several Pokemon. Like you're a bunch of Pokemon at a Pokemon Center that are just kind of clustered around a computer, and you're convinced that I am just like Meowth. I'm a Pokemon that learned how to talk, and you're just kind of hanging out watching my show. I think that's what it is. You're like Farfair, and then like a Lulbert, which is like Lulbert. God, now I have to see if oh, what was his name? That's what happens when I scroll down. That's what it was. Interesting. Well, good for them. Doesn't look like my shit has anything to do with it anymore, but I'll have to look into it more. I think they've gone to a Mark II. Neat.
Introducing the Mark II by Mycroft. Mycroft will wake you up.
Hey, Mycroft, play my morning jams. Playing your morning jams.
Son of a bitch!
Or do simple tasks like tell you what time it is.
Hey, Mycroft, what time is it?
3:15 p.m.
They're still using my voice! God damn it! Oh, man! Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Shit! Oh, man. Crazy. No, they are. At least from what I could tell. Oh, man. They're still using my... I should get a free one of that shit. What the fuck? Where's my free one? That's horseshit. Well, it came out in 2023, so, No, I did the voice. I actually did the voice work in 2018. 2018. 2018 was the answer. That's when I was paid for the voice work. And I did... I actually think... Oh, God, I have it here somewhere. Hang on. Okay, funny enough, I don't have the hours I put on there, but if I recall correctly, I put something like at least 40 hours into it. 40 hours of recording. And I know, oh my god. Oh, hang on. There we go. No, I put a shit ton of time into it. I went into a studio. We were lucky that we had a relationship with a studio at the time. I was working in a studio for hours and hours and hours a night. Over the course of like a whole week, like I spent a shit ton of time working on that. And I thought it did a great job, and they were super happy with my work. And then I was just trying to negotiate a higher rate because I was like, guys, I'm spending a lot of time on this, you know, and y'all are asking me to do this, you know, basically text-to-speech thing. And I'm like, I'm only going to do this every night, you know, while I'm doing, you know, my full-time job. And they weren't willing to pay more for it. And it's like, man, that really stinks, because what amounts to less than half of my regular job paycheck for doing, you know, essentially another job, like a night job, was insulting. So that was really shitty. And Mrs. Zibb agreed. She thought that was real shit because I was working really hard. And I was working a support job at the time, so I was talking to people on the phone, and I was running myself ragged, and it just wasn't, you know, it wasn't good for me. But I was chasing that dream, and, you know, I thought it was a good opportunity, and it was. They just weren't willing to pay me. So, yeah, that dream died. So. Then I got into the ultra lucrative world of drawing my own webcomic for 15 years. Yeah, it's kind of bull, but man, if I applied myself in voice acting, I could probably go really far. And I've been looking at things lately and just trying to figure things out, and it's hard because I would really love to do. It's not me trying to sound like I'm some super amazing person. I have a lot of things that I love to do, and a lot of things that I have talent for, and a lot of things that I really am geared towards. I am geared towards a creative life. It's just who I am. It's what I like to do. And what's really frustrating is that I just don't have the time, energy, money, or resources to do all of these things that I'm interested in. So that's the frustrating thing, is I basically have to pick and choose. And like right now it's great because like I have all this motivation and resources and time to do Crap Finders, which is great. And you know, it's just there's other stuff that kind of sits on the back burner and by the wayside. And then I look at it occasionally and I'm like, you know, it's hard. It's hard. I look at some of my friends who, not that they aren't creative people, but just that they have more focused interests. Like my one of my really good friends who's a software engineer, awesome guy. I love him to bits. But that's what he does. He's a software engineer, and he has two hobbies: 3D printing and gaming. And he uses 3D printing to make things for his gaming hobby. And it's like, God damn it. That is so awesomely simple. I am so fucking jealous of that. I mean, I look at it and it's just like, I have Trap Finders. I have Sidereal Cycle, which I am desperate to start. I have my board gaming enjoyment. I have my 3D printing, which I'm using for, supporting my board gaming habit, but also for supporting my wife's business and supporting my own projects and things that I'd like to do. But then I have, my interest in electronics, and I have my interest in filming, and my interest in voiceover, and my interest in game design, and my interest in all this other stuff. It's just like, God! It's like I desperately need to be able to to edit my brain. I need to audit, It's like I need a brain audit stat. But one's not coming, so that's the breaks, unfortunately. I know, storyboarding and things like that. Like being a storyboard artist would be very interesting. No matter what I'm looking at, there's a lot of stuff that I would need to do to make any of that work. But it's possible. It's definitely possible. You're definitely not wrong. There's a lot of ways to jam a lot of these things together. And then you have, Mrs. Zibb, who is a fine arts major, who has a degree in fine art. She could be a storyboard artist. She's an incredible artist. And it is funny. It's like there are so many things that it's like, yes, it's very obvious that these things could work together, or that that these things could mesh into something. And it's like these are all very true, and these are all things that could work given time, given effort, and given enough resources to merge. And really, it's just a question of finding that time and finding those resources and letting that happen. And hopefully that actually, metastasizing into something, worthwhile. Not to say that it couldn't or wouldn't, but there's always, the chance that things wouldn't work out, or that it would take longer than needed. So it's like time is always a factor. So it's something I'm looking into now more than ever, unfortunately. I wish that wasn't the case. I really do. It's something I have to consider more than I usually did, or at least it's something I wish had considered more when I was younger.
Make my decision. This time it could be my moment. If there's a mirage or a chance to fulfill my mission, a river in a dry land, the left is in a lost land, a heartbeat for demon, oasis in a strange land.
And obviously, I don't mean that to like poo-poo anything. It's really just like, no, it's completely possible. It's absolutely a possible thing. It just requires a lot of planning, and it requires a lot of not luck per se, but it requires a lot of things to fall into place when and where I need them to, which again can completely happen. Just needs to be well planned. Which is how I feel things worked for the Evantris guys. It's not like that that Kickstarter was like a fluke. I think that was extremely well planned, extremely well executed, and just, I mean, they got the result that they deserved for all that. So I guess that's the way that I kind of need to move forward. Is just I need to execute on something. And that's kind of the way I'm looking at this stuff with Trapbinders, is the possibility of doing this panel, and bringing the comic to a bunch of new people, a bunch of new furries. Really, a lot of the folks at this convention are new furries. Like, they're not very experienced in the fandom. They're checking stuff out for the first time, and really, that's exciting for me and for them, so they get a chance to see not only my comic, but comics in general in the fandom. So, I mean, that's something. I don't even know. I don't really even know what I'm fully talking about here. I guess I'm just kind of talking to talk. Yeah, it's a different thing. It's a very different thing. And they're all, what's neat too is they're excited. They're very excited, and I think not only are they excited to kind of make their own way and their own stories, their own history and everything, but they're interested to see where things come from, and to kind of, gain an understanding as to what, the fandom was and is. So that's cool, and I'm not so locked into the fandom where it's just like, this is how things always are. And it's just like, things are always whatever. I had that heart drop moment where I was just like, why is Minnie saying don't be a piece of shit? I was like, oh, in general, don't be a piece of shit. I was just like, okay. Whew. I was like, am I being an ass? Like, I've really gotta figure out like where this like, do I always feel like I'm an asshole feeling? But what, that I always feel like an asshole? Yeah, that is fairly normal for me. That is fairly normal for me. I'm working on that though. Yeah, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think the going rate for me is don't be a dick. Just, I think as we get older, I think we get a better idea as to like, oh, whoa, I'm being a dick right here. Hang on. I've gotten to a point, I feel anyway. I could very easily be corrected by the people that love me for some reason. But I've gotten as I've gotten older, I've definitely been able to recognize and point out to myself like, oh, you're being an asshole right now. And tell people like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm being a dick right now. I apologize. Um, and I feel like more people could do that more consistently. Like, I have seen it. You know, I've seen more people just be like, I'm being really mean. I'm sorry. You know, and I've seen people like, no, I get it. It's okay. You know, or like, yeah, you're being kind of mean. Could you chill out? Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I feel it's not hard, nor is it a failing point to tell someone that you realize you're being a jerk or that you're not perfect. In fact, it might be the most human thing you could tell somebody. Like, hey, sorry, I'm not perfect today. I'm really being a jerk and I apologize. Yeah. I think that's the other side of the coin too. It's just like if people are going to consistently be assholes, even when other people are trying to give them grace or like trying to like be like, hey, you know what? I bet you they're having a bad day. Let's just chill out and relax and not poke them, you know. And they're still assholes. It's just like, oh no, no, okay. Gave them a chance. Now they're still being a dick, you know. Or what is it like, Mike Tyson, who said, you know, all the internet's really shown me is that there's a lot of people out there who've never been punched in the face before. Yeah. Yeah, I think we all know people like that. And to an extent, I can understand where they're coming from sometimes. But I think there's also a degree of like you know, if you've grown with a company or you've been there long enough, it's just like all right, yeah, I guess I've been here long enough. I don't really need that. Or if it really bothers you, talk to your supervisor in person. Be like, hey, I guess I really kind of feel hurt that the new guy got this welcome or this congratulations, and none of my reviews or anything had anything like that. But do it in private. Don't have a hissy snit when you're in a meeting or something like that. Silly. That's the other thing. It's like coming down to like the base, where's mine, versus being more articulate. Like, I don't feel like I'm as valued as I should be. Or do you feel that I bring value to the team? And if that's a yes, then it's just like, okay, well, if that's the case, then, is there something that keeps me from getting any kind of accolades, or is there something that I need to do to get your attention like this, or something like that? Or is this just a case of this is a new thing and I just was out of the loop? I don't think there's anything wrong with having like a healthy dialogue like that, especially when it comes to like recognition. Like, that's something that is missing in some culture, like some company culture. And some people just want to go to work and get their shit done. Like, I mean, that's also a thing. There are some days I go to work and I'm just like, I just want to get my shit done. Okay, see, now that's just people being stupid. Okay. Nope. I'm with you on that. That's dumb. That's dumb. Not the announcement, but the people's reaction to it. Like, if they knew it was a new thing, going into it, and that it was just like the new guy, and been with the company for a year. This is kind of a new thing, and we're happy about it. Then get a frickin' grip, people who've been here. Looking at you, Steve. Christ. And you know what's funny? Okay, so I don't, and I'm one of those people. I don't typically participate in shit. I show up, I do my work, I make jokes, I make people laugh, I help out and do what I can, but like, I don't go out of my way, typically. Okay, that's usually me, which might surprise you. It's like usually it sounds like, oh, Zibb, you sound like you're a bundle of laughs. You sound like you're the kind of guy who do all kinds of shit. I don't, not usually. But this last, like, food day that they had, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do shit. I just wanted to do shit. I just felt like it. So I made my knockoff Taco Bell steak quesadilla sauce, and I made cookies, and I brought taco sauce. I did shit. And it wasn't even a supervisor. It was just one of my colleagues. And she'd been there longer than me, and she's just came up to me and she's like, "Hey, thanks for bringing stuff. You know, so many people don't really care and just show up and don't bring anything." And I just told her, I was like, "Yeah, I didn't feel like doing that this time. I just wanted to bring something." And she just said thank you. And like that was it. But I felt like that was more important to me than getting like some kind of like, "Thank you, Zibb, for bringing the dip and everything. That was lovely. Thank you." Everyone make an applause. You know, it's like she just thanked me for bringing it because other people didn't. And it's like, nah, to me that makes me feel better because like, you know, not that this was hard to make or anything, but it's like it's time and money and you know, effort to do this shit, you know, on the night before I go to work. And then, you know, I get there, I lug all the crap there, and then like people like it and they enjoy it and they compliment it. And that feels nice too. But then somebody goes out of their way to be like, "Hey, thanks for participating. This is really nice." And everyone's having a good time and enjoying your food. Like, oh, that's cool. You know, I like. So, you know, that was that to me. That's what it's for. Like, I like that. I like that feeling. So it's like, yeah, I'll participate more. Kind of like one of my supervisors actually just went in for surgery this week. She's doing good. She had a great big surgery. It was actually like a scary one. So we're all glad she's doing better. And she's resting this week, and she's gonna work from home next week. We're just glad she's doing okay. But she really likes the oatmeal scotchies that I make, so I'm gonna make her a batch just for her when she gets back next week. But it's one of those things where it's just like, I know what those mean to some people. Like sometimes when you get back to work and it's like, "Hey, welcome back to work," and then it's like right back to the shit, and it's just like, I know what that's like. So it's like, I know it's not much, but here's some cookies because when you get home, you're gonna want something to like kind of cheer you up and get you out of the shit for 10 minutes. Oh, yeah, none of us are allowed to message her, so that's she hasn't come back yet. She had her surgery on Monday, and it was serious. It was big C. It was big C surgery. So um, that was scary. So we're leaving her alone, and they we all got a card for her and everything, and got that all situated. But yeah, she's doing okay, and she went home and leaving her alone and everything. So, and then my poor manager, she today she's like, "Man, the universe is working against me." She's like, "Woke up this morning, transformer blew, so no power at the house, nothing. Went outside to get my truck started, battery's dead." It's like, Jesus Christ. So like everything was just against this woman. So like she finally got everything like situated and like power back on in her house and everything. It was like 11. I'm like, she's like got all this stuff done. I was like, Jesus, it's not even noon and you've had a full day. Like you should knock off the rest of the day. I told her, I was like, "Oh man, that doesn't sound like a Transformer win. That sounds like a Decepticon just waiting to happen." She laughed. That was the important thing. Yep. That, aside from the regular shit that I do every day to help my members and help my coworkers and my staff and everything, my number one job is to make sure people laugh. So. And my favorite joke, and the joke that I oftentimes will get the most laugh out of my my members with, is they'll call and they'll be going through some kind of lengthy process, or they'll be waiting on something with their computer, and they'll usually just be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry to tie you up like this," and I'll be like, "Oh, don't you worry. No, I'll stay here as long as it takes. They made the mistake of paying me by the hour." And I always get a laugh out of that. So it's one of my favorite jokes. And I'll tell you, it always gets a good laugh, and they always chill out after that. Then they'll usually start talking about like football or something, like, "All right, cool, I can check out." Anything to make them more comfortable and just make it easier. Life's hard enough. I'll tell you though, Mrs. Zibb's grandpa on her mother's side, her mother's dad, uh, he was a champion at customer service. Um, this man was on a support call with Dell for what I believe may have been communicated to the Guinness people, because it was a support call about some issue with his Dell computer, and he ended up with a new computer from Dell. Man got a new computer from Dell. Don't know how he swung it. Don't know how that managed to happen, but he did it. But I believe he was on the phone with the same rep for probably the whole day. And yeah, he had all the time in the world. He was retired, and he would tell them that he's like, "I'm retired. I've got all the time in the world." And as someone who has worked on the phones and support for many years, all I can say to that rep is Godspeed, and may your breaks be plentiful and nearby. Sweet guy when he wanted to be. And smart as a whip. I mean, he taught himself how to use the computer. Yeah, storied career. I mean, worked for the U.S. Department of Agriculture. He was a World War II veteran. He was in both the European and Pacific theaters. Pretty crazy. He spent time in the Philippines, and Germany. I think, if I remember correctly, I don't remember his whole tour. There was a whole map of where his company went in Europe, but if I remember correctly, he did visit the Eagle's Nest in Germany. So the man went everywhere. He did all kinds of stuff. Stuff. Yeah, it was funny. He had all the patience, and he stuck with them, and just like, nah. He's like, yeah, we'll get it eventually. Spoiler, they got it eventually. Yeah, this spinny, this music just made me think this spinny is gonna be the love scene, the remember the time. There you go. My godfather was a tail gunner. I say was, he is. He's still alive, but he was a tail gunner in World War II on a B-17 bomber, and he was talking about how the the uh, the warming suits that they had hot wire suits that would keep them warm up there, but they would always short out because of the sweat, and the they'd get cold up there, just real cold, and the planes obviously were optimized for weight to carry as many bombs as possible, so they weren't very well insulated. But yeah, he would sit in the back of the plane as a tail gunner, and he got hit by a Me-109 a couple times in the shoulders and didn't feel it because it was so cold. But he survived, so he was okay. Only guy I know that could get winged by 50 cal machine guns be okay. But there you go. And my grandpa on my mom's side was a radio operator. He's a neat fella. He was afraid of heights, and for some fool reason, he joined the Air Force. He was a sweetheart. Teddy bear of a man. Wish I'd gotten to know him better. Looked damn fine in his uniform. And funny. Afraid of heights, and he had a picture that I would love to have a copy of it. It's a picture of him in his uniform at the Grand Canyon, and he's sitting by the edge, and he is absolutely terrified, objectively terrified, because he's terrified of heights. It's just one of my favorites. Yeah. Oh, wait, man. I've been a little sentimental this week. Well, think about my dad the other day. Oh, did I use the wrong? I did use the wrong thing. That's a bird. Yeah, you love someone who can honestly say it'll take a lot more than 50 cal to take them out. Yeah. Yep, Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob. Tough dude. Tough dude, that Uncle Bob. And when you think of how cramped the tail gunner section of a B-17 is, man, I'm grateful that I didn't, out of respect, but when Mrs. Zibb and I went to Florida to the airplane museum, there was a B-17 right there. Right there! It was right in front of me. I could have touched it. I could have. They asked not for people not to, obviously, out of respect, and I was like, you know, and obviously, you don't want to get your oils and crap all over these planes and stuff. And it's just like, obviously, it's the right thing to do. Don't touch them. It's like, damn it, right in front of me. Could touch. There's an A-10, and there was an SR-71 Blackbird. Fuck! I could have touched it. Ah, well. I have a different brush that I could use for this that would be more. I'm looking for something a little more barbarous. Dabba-da-boo-boop. Let's. What do I got? I'm gonna say you're gonna need to load graphical representations of these because I don't know hell any of them. Yes, nice textures. Do, 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 do. Hey, can I just get brutal, maybe? Jagged. Oh, dang it. Scales. Edges. Hey, it's the boy Roscoe! And away he goes! And back he comes! Shard. They don't call it the shark. Hi, buddy. Yeah, now you're under my chair. Billy boy. Maybe that crispy bit. Presto. Presto. Get your puzzle ball. Get it. He wants ice cream. That's what he wants. Mama has ice cream, and that's what he wants. Oh, he's a waggy boy. He's the waggiest boy there ever was. Oh, you see this? He gets his own ice cream. Oh my goodness. He got his frosty paws. Oh my goodness. Roscoe got ice cream. That's pretty great. Look at the ice cream. Yeah. Tasty. Good stuff. My goodness. Just goes to show that we starve and do not treat our dogs. They do not get special things at all, ever. Not once. Not ever. No special stuff for our dogs. No Billy Bob. Get the peanut butter ice cream. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I like that rough. I think I just did one. You should see this dog when he gets like a pup cup. It was absolutely insane. Ice cream to a puzzle ball. My goodness. Stop. No, probably. He's making his appearance. Alright, sounds, guys. Just the drawing here. Hope everyone's doing okay. Wait. Let's not eat the cup. Ew.
Let's not eat.
Already had the ice cream. You don't need to eat the cup. Cup is not a delicious treat. Oh no. A tremendous monster is gonna eat Roscoe's butt. And his face. Roscoe's butt is approximately 6.71. No. So the sweepy boys guy. He's so sweepy. And stretchiness. And a stretchiness. Whew. That's a lot of drawing. Oh, man. Alrighty. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I actually think I'm going to call that a night. I know I got started late, but chicken was happening, and I couldn't stop that. So, oh, yeah. Roscoe's beat. I'm beat. That was busy. That was a busy day. So, but yeah. So, definitely see you guys on the Friday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Next Friday, I will likely not be available. There's a wedding going on that we will be at. We'll see about doing some kind of a makeup or maybe doing another stream maybe on Saturday or something. I don't know. That's gonna be a rough weekend. But oh boy. Also, this weekend, Saturday is gonna be me and Mrs. Zibb's 17th wedding anniversary. So yay. But yeah. So you guys all have a lovely week. We will catch you again on the Friday. And you all have a safe time. We will everybody stay cool. And we'll catch you next time, okay? All right. Bye-bye.